Hello, my name is Vijaya Ratnam. Today I will be presenting on global IT outsourcing and its role in IT strategy using JP Morgan's Chase outsourcing and backsourcing journey with IBM as my case study. Global IT outsourcing means contracting IT work like infrastructure, applications, or support to outside providers, often overseas. Common models include offshoring, long-term managed services contracts, and on-demand cloud platforms. It's been a major IT strategy lever for decades, and it's still growing. But as well, see the same deal that saves money can also cost a company control over its own technology. The benefits are what make outsourcing attractive in the first place. First, cost savings. Outsourcing can be far cheaper than staffing an equivalent team in-house. Second, round-the-clock capability. Since global teams across time zones keep support and development running continuously. Third, access to specialized talent and technology the company doesn't have internally. And fourth, speed. A company can scale faster in a vendor's existing platform and stay focused on its core business. But outsourcing carries real risk too. Companies can lose control over critical infrastructure and decision making. Sensitive data moving across companies and borders raises securities and compliance concerns, which is especially serious in finance. Hidden costs of managing and eventual existing contracts can erode the projected savings, and culture and morals suffer when employees are transferred to a vendor or displaced altogether. We are about to see all four of this play out at JP Morgan's Chase. JP Morgan Chase is the largest bank in the US by assets, and today it calls itself a technology-driven company as much as it's a bank. It employs more than 60,000 technologies, budgets nearly $20 billion for technologies in 2026, and runs over 450 AI use cases in production across a technology estate of more than 6,000 applications. IT is not a back office function here, it's central to strategy that makes JP Morgan's outsourcing store especially instructive. In December 2002, JP Morgan signed a 7 years, $5 billion outsourcing deal with IBM. At the time, the largest outsourcing arrangement ever made. The scope was huge: data centers, help desk, distributed computing, and voice and data networks all shifted to IBM, along with about 4,000 employees. JP Morgan's stated goal was to tap IBM's on demand computing capability and use technology as a competitive advantage through a top tier partner. Just 21 months into a several year deal, everything changed. JP Morgan's merged with Bank One in mid 2004, and Bank One's leadership believed the combined company could manage mission critical technology better in house than through IBM. In August 2004, JP Morgan cancelled the contract and rehired the regular 4,000 transferred employees. This move, called backsourcing, was costly. JP Morgan likely paid a termination fee, projects stalled, and employee morale and trust suffered from the back and forth. Today, JP Morgan's IT strategy is essentially the opposite of the 2002 mega deal. 65 to 18% of workload now run on cloud infrastructure, but spread across multiple vendors rather than handed to one partner. In-house engineering's modernization has unlocked hundreds of millions of dollars in efficiency. And for AI, JP Morgan's built its own LLM suite platforms in-house while selectively plugging in external models from OpenAI and Anthropic. Outsourcing did not disappear, it became narrow, selective, and always JP Morgan's terms. So, what does this tell us about outsourcing and IT strategy? In the mega deal year, JP Morgan treated IT mainly as a cost and scale problem and outsourcing core infrastructure to a single dominant vendor, trading away control for speed and savings. That left the bank exposed when its strategy priorities shifted through the bank one merger. In the hybrid year, since JP Morgan treats technology, data, and AI as a core competitive advantage that stays in house while outsourcing only commodity layers like raw cloud capacity or specific AI models across many vendors instead of one. This the lesson how central IT is to your competitive advantage should determines what you outsource, not just what cheapest. To conclude, global IT outsourcing offers real benefits in cost, talent, and speed, but it carries real risk in control, security, and culture. JP Morgan's Chase journeys from the records 5 billion IBM deal to backsourcing after the bank one merger to today's discipline, mostly in-house, multi-vendor models shows that the right sourcing strategy depends on how central IT is to a company's competitive advantage. Outsourcing works best as one tool among many, not a wholesale substitute for owning your core technology. Thank you.